Hey, what's up, Facebook? Mark McGarry here, checking in with a Facebook Live. I haven't done one of these since, I guess, gosh, when would it be? April, May, June. Must have been late April, early June or something, right? So I'm not expecting my Dylan. How's it going? Thanks for hopping on. So I haven't done one of these in freaking months, right? So I'm not really expecting too many people to be hopping on. So might be a few of my friends stateside because of the time difference and everything else. So anyone who's hopping on, thanks for hopping on. As per usual, uh, I've done reads so long I'm kind of forgetting the script, but let's go. Hey Connor, hey Alex, thank you for hopping on, guys. So yeah, so like usual, as usual, just if you're hopping on here, just let me know where you're coming from. What are you doing? What are you getting up to on a Sunday? What are your plans for next week? All that good stuff. So drop some comments in the section. Drop some emojis. We can't say value, of course, anymore because it's now marked as spam, of course, right? So as I said, guys, I've been away from Facebook Live for such a long time. This might be pretty rusty, but there you go. Here we go. We're going to go for it anyway, right? So as you can see behind me, it's pretty dark here at the moment. It's almost midnight here, which kind of ties into this whole, I guess, story, this whole subject of this live, right? So yeah, so I've been away for a long time from lives, basically from my business for a while. I just had to step back there for a while, right? Had some personal issues going on where a lot of overwhelm was causing me big, massive issues in my business. Basically, I wasn't getting nothing done. So guys, before if you're getting value out of this, of course, as well, just drop me some emojis, give me some hearts, comments, shares, all that good stuff. Hey Connor, hey Dylan, hey Alex, thanks for hopping on. Hey Alex, long time no talk, man. How's it going? How's everything going with you? So basically, yeah, we're gonna hop to it, right? If you catch the replay, just type #replay. So I caught the replay. I can give you a shout out on the when I finish this in the comment thread. So basically, yeah. So why I was away, right? Again, as I said, it's midnight here pretty much. So this kind of ties in with the live, right? So basically it's all about working tired, right? So I had some kind of personal issues, as I said, over the last few months. There was, I had some car issues where my car was breaking out. I get a new car. So I had to basically take a break from the business so I get money for my new car and all that kind of stuff. I had some tax issues in work. If anyone has any issues with any dealings with their country's tax office, I think they probably know how frustrating that can be, right? It's like trying to get to Fort Knox, trying to talk to these guys sometimes. If anyone kind of that resonates with anyone, just type resonate in the comments, right? If you've ever had any problems with your country's tax office dealing with those guys, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And there was one or two more things I don't really want to go into, turn into a bit of a sob story, but you kind of get the gist where there's a few kind of personal things that kind of happened there over the last few months where I just had to take a step back, right? If anyone doesn't know me, I kind of work in two jobs at the moment, so I'm just home from my weekend job at the moment, working in the bar. But yeah, so in my day job, if anyone doesn't know, I'm dealing with a lot of customer service, so you basically get a lot of kind of negative energy down the phone or two pretty much all day long. Really saps your energy and everything else. Really kind of, dealing with people's kind of, they're basically just sapping your energy, right? And you come home, it's coming home a lot of times, basically is mentally tired, so tired I'd actually crash out on the couch, right? And the last thing I want to do is work on the business, right? So if anyone feels like that, just type in resonate down below in the comment section if this resonates with anyone here. Whereas if you come home from your job, at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, whatever it is, and you're so freaking tired, right? At the end of the day, you just can't work on your business because it just takes so much mental energy out of the whole day. Just like some comments. Hey Adrian, thanks for hopping on. Hey Ian, what's going on? Hey Adrian, what's going on? Thanks for hopping on. So yeah, I just need to take a step away. Of course, Adrian, of course, it's pretty much just been going on me. We've been private messaging each other throughout the whole time, and thanks for the support, man, Adrian. I really, really appreciate it. I do. So yeah, as I said, I was really too tired to work on the business. I knew I had to, but I just didn't have the energy, right? Which led to me ignoring it, right? Which led to me kind of procrastinating, right? which basically kind of leads into having no direction in your business, guys, right? So, you know, and if, of course, if anyone has felt like that, again, just type in the comments. If any of this resonates, you just type in the comments so I know, so we know how you're feeling. Hey, Kevin, thanks for hopping on, man. So, yeah, of course. So the long and the short of it, I stopped everything I was working for me, right? I was getting traction in my business. Crazy, right? We just give up, right? You know, I started doing Facebook Lives, YouTubes, even emailing my list, right? I stopped emailing my list, which is the worst thing you can do for your business, right? Basically, I was so tired. I had absolutely no inspiration to email my list. I just didn't know what to do, you know. I didn't know what to email them. I had no ideas. I was that freaking tired, right? I was just burnt out, man. So it's like trying to do everything at the same time, you know. When you're trying to do all your goals and your plans for a week, when you're trying to do everything at the same time, and you just basically just end up in mental burnout, guys, right? So if anyone has been through that, and I know pretty much a lot of people on here would have been through that before, right? You know, because you know what I'm talking about, right? You know, so you know, it just felt like anything I tried, right, the universe has just kind of kicked me in the ass, right? You know, trying to email, trying to make the videos, and nothing was working, right? And of course, you give up, right? And of course, the worst thing was I was always told, like, you know, you're good on live, you're good on video, you're good on video. So I was actually stopped the things that was working for me. I was actually getting sales out of the things that was working for me, and actually stopped it, right? So I just really had to take a step back, right? So, you know, and also I had issues with my hosting company. I'm sure a few of you probably know that I was hosting with, who was it? It was HostGator or someone like that. But the guy I had, when I first actually went into business, right? The guy who would set me up with the hosting company and everything else, it ended up basically after a few months ago, I found out that my domain was basically just, I couldn't find the domain, was blocked, right? I'm trying to message this guy what's going on. Didn't hear anything back from him, so he took me for money, right? So that on top of it as well, just everything kind of combined, it just really just kind of floored me, right? So again, I don't want this to do too much of a sob story, so I just kind of march on with the live, right? And again, there's one or two more personal issues which I won't get into because, as I said, you know, it's not a sob story, right? Hopefully some of you guys are getting value out of this. Just give me some heart shares, comments, all that good stuff. Drop me some emojis, hearts emojis. You know, if you're resonating with this, if you've maybe some experience with this in the past, just drop some comments down below and let me know like what you went through, how you, what are your feelings on it, all that stuff, right? So also basically, I just, as I said, about a week or two ago, I just came to the conclusion that I'm always going to be tired, right? I'm always going to be tired. When you're dealing with people's shit all day, they're taking their energy from you, they're throwing their negative energy on top of you, you know, customers, all that kind of stuff. You're just going to be tired, you know, so just get used to it, right? Just wake up, you know, just get used to it and march on, right? So, and how many people out there have, you know, been tired in their business before, but they just, you know, you just come to the realization that you're always going to be tired, so you just have got to work tired, right? So that's what I came to the conclusion of. So basically what I done is I just segmented down, instead of having these big lofty goals, you know, reaching, you know, 10K a week, or you know, hitting, you know, 100 views on YouTube, you know, getting, you know, 10 teammates on my high ticket opportunity, or whatever it may be. I really just kind of had to segment it down, break it down, and really just small goals rather than these big lofty goals, right? So if anyone has tried to give these big lofty goals before and they've failed, right? Just again, just type in if this resonates, again, just type in resonate, or, you know, agree, or whatever you want to type in. Maybe just give me an emoji in there or something, that, you know, you set this big lofty goals, right? And you set so many of them at the same time, and of course, you know, a few months down the line or wherever it may be, it doesn't work, and of course you're back to square one, right? And you go into that procrastination kind of behavior, right? So I just kind of, what I done over the weekend, I just sat myself down, right? And I said, I'm just going to concentrate on one little strategy. Well, actually a couple of small strategies, but they're interlinked, they work together, right? And I said to myself, I'm not going to look go for, like, 1K a week or 1K a month or whatever it may be, and I'll get these 10 people on my team or whatever the goals used to be in the past. But just segment it down and go for small, of course, SMART goals, those small realistic goals, time attainable goals, right? So I set this over the next 90 days, set the 90-day plan, all that kind of stuff. So just going to be concentrating on YouTube, search engine optimization, SEO, do YouTube reviews, 1 review a week, 3 Facebook live videos, and that's it, right? I'm just going to concentrate on that and just have tunnel vision on that one goal, right? On that one goal, because guys, well, when we set, of course, big lofty goals for self, we set several goals at the same time, and we find out we don't reach them. Of course, what are we going to do? We're going to be disappointed in ourselves. We're going to fail, basically, right? So if anyone has experienced that in the past, just let me know. And again, of course, guys, if you are catching replay again, just hashtag replay if you're getting some value out of this. Just give me some hearts, comments, all that good stuff. But of course, I'm not saying that you should do that, but like, we have to kind of work with our situation, right? Because everybody's situation is different. We just have to work with our particular situation. So, of course, long story short, it was quite strange where I got the car issue sorted out. I got my tax issues sorted out in work, right? And it was actually unbelievable. It was like it was nearly like a mental switch just flipped in my mind, like a split second thing. It's the weirdest thing ever, right? It was like a mental fog lifted. And all of a sudden, I actually felt really, really energized, right? I was actually, I started waking up again early, right? Because I used to pride myself for years and years, getting up like 5 a.m. and, when I'm doing all the endurance kind of sport, all the endurance kind of racing and stuff. If anyone here doesn't know me, I'm into endurance triathlon. I used to pride myself like for years and years. I used to go up at 5 o'clock every single morning, and basically used to pride myself on, saying I got more done by, 10 o'clock in the morning than 99% of the population done in the whole day, right? But again, recently, because of this whole thing, I was, sleeping in late and all that kind of stuff. I didn't want to get nothing done. But I was like, as soon as I got those problems sorted, it was back to wake up early is the weirdest thing I ever done. And also I was like getting stopping stuff that was working for me more, like meditations, visualizations, affirmations, and everything else. So I really went back to square one, and I started, getting back to meditations, visualizations, affirmations, everything else. And that really, really helped, and really just helped clear the mental fog, right, guys? So again, just to see the comments. Hey, Dennis, thanks for hopping on. Thanks, Dennis. So just going back to, guys, I'm just going to finish up here really quickly here. So again, of course, going back to what I'm doing, what I love, endurance training, and I'm back eating healthily and all, drinking less coffee, the whole lot. So I really love it again. So I really look back on too when I was in endurance training too, when I was basically at my most successful in my athletics career, when I was, like winning all these races and everything else, and setting like course records and races, all that kind of stuff, qualifying for European Championships, everything else. I kind of look back as well over the last few days on how I was consistent. And of course, what it come down to, it didn't happen overnight, right? Didn't happen overnight, it happened over time of being consistent, doing small daily tasks over a consistent period of time, which compounded over time. Of course, as I say, you brush your teeth twice, you're not going to notice it. You brush your teeth twice a day for 6 months, you're going to see the difference. Same as everything else, right? So, and that really gave me clarity. So, as I said, guys, in the last few weeks, I just laid out that game plan, the 90-day plan. And as I said, you're going to see a lot more lives as well from me. So, as I said, I'm going to get back to these Facebook Lives a few times a week, and of course, get back to what is working with me. So, guys, that's it. And just before I go, seeing as my YouTube channel is basically going to be back up and running from next week on, I'm just gonna drop a link to my YouTube channel in the comments below. So if you're interested in that, just subscribe to my YouTube channel. You're gonna see there's some good videos on there anyway from the past year or so. and there'll be more very valuable videos added on to that as well. So as I said, if you were interested in that, just click the link in the comments, which I'll add in after this video. And as usual, guys, if you got some value out of this, just give me some heart shares, comments, all that good stuff. And let me know who you are. Of course, as I said, I've made quite new connections since I was doing Facebook Lives last. So just PM me or leave me a comment, and if you want to connect any further. So with that said, peace out and have a good week. See you later, guys.